The following video you are about to watch contains adult language. Probably didn't need to say that, but I will, because just in case someone is bothered by that. Tacos. Hey guys, just wanted to throw a little disclaimer thing here in the very beginning of the video. Long story put very short, your boy has some technical difficulties in relation to the camera this episode. Which is just the usual. But it's pretty bad. The camera does end up cutting out far earlier on in the episode than I would have liked. I would have liked it if it never cut out at all, but it cuts out very, very early, and it really, really bugs me. And I don't notice it until the very end of the video. And when I do, I get a little upset. I am still upset about it about a week later. So yeah, I just like to apologize again up front that this is what happened. It's not something I tried to have happen, but it just kind of did. So again, I'm sorry that it did happen. I am sorry that I get as upset as I do. It was a good episode, and I was really mad. I was really mad about it. But yeah, no, so... I hope you guys enjoy the video, and again, I do apologize. I hope you guys can still make it through and have an enjoyable enough time, okay? Anyway, I'll shut up and let you guys enjoy the video. Thank you. Darling? So, I didn't know how to do an intro for this episode. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Channel Shook, and, yeah, I didn't have an intro for this episode, so you got the greatest 02 impression the doth world hath ever seen. Good sir, I speaketh to you now. What even is life? My hand hurts a lot right now. It hurts a very large amount. If you've seen the newest episode, and the first episode of Hinamatsuri, oh boy, and the first is great. It was pretty fun. I had a good time. Right up until the ending when I just cut the ever-living shit out of my hand. That wasn't great. So yeah. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy everybody. My name is Channel Shook, and welcome yet again to another episode of Darling and the Franxx, episode 12, The Garden Where It All Began. Is it a garden of words, perhaps? Shinkai, if you fuck me again, I will not be happy about it. You're on thin ice, my boy. You've screwed me on multiple occasions. My heart can't take this kind of pain. You got lucky with your name. You best be careful. I've completely lost track of what I was talking about. Hey, hi-ho, and howdy for the third time. We're watching episode 12 of Darling and the Franxx. It has been a minute since I've talked to any of you guys last. I do want to apologize. If you guys haven't been keeping up with the little update things, number one, for fucking shame, good sir. This is why you should be on the goddamn Discord so you would know these things. But yeah, no, if you've paid any attention to recent stuff, you will know that I had to disappear for 2 weeks. That was because I had work issues. Someone had gone out of town on a lovely little vacation, and they're still on vacation. I just happen to have a day off in the middle of it all. So they're off there doing that, eh? And I had to come in and clean up after them and take their shifts and whatnot, eh? So, I went and did that, eh? And this is just racist, I'm sure. I know that Canadians aren't even a race, but it feels that way anyway. So I had to disappear for a couple weeks to fix that whole situation. I still have a couple more days to work this week, but again, luckily I got 1 day off because someone went out of their way to take an extra day off of my workload, which was super cool because if I had to sit one more day in that goddamn place with all the blood and condoms, I might just have to jump off a fucking building. So it was that, and so I have today off, and then I have tomorrow off as well, so I'll be able to get a little extra recording done as well. So hopefully we're going to continue making progress here on the channel. We're going to be back to normal, in theory, unless everything goes horribly, horribly wrong, which, as far as I know, isn't going to be the case. But just in case it does, ah. Just take that ah and then extend it a bit and then up the volume quite a bit so it's a scream, and that's what's going on in my heart and head right now. But yeah, no. So I'm finally getting back to this. We're gonna be back to normal here starting this week, as we're starting Hinamatsuri, as you probably noticed, and of course we are starting up my gaming stuff here again on the channel, which has been a good while since that's been a thing. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have a good time here together forever. What happened in the last episode of Darling in the Franxx? Barely remember. This is a lie. I now remember because it took me about 3.5 milliseconds. In episode 11 of Darling in the Franxx, we got all sorts of Mitsuru and Kokoro and Ikuno and shit and stuff and things and fuck. And Futoshi made me cry. How dare he? You know, it was a series of emotions in that episode, and it was all rough. Couldn't take any of it. I'm a sad baby boy. But yeah, no, in the time that we've been gone, Darling in the Franxx proper has ended, so me being halfway through when it's over, that's always a good sign. But you know, I'm very excited to continue going through with this, because I've mentioned 100 times over now that this is my favorite, and I cannot wait to see it through. No matter how much I try to avoid it, I know that it's going to have dips, and it's not going to be a perfect show, and that it's going to have its moments, because I know there's a lot of moments throughout that people had a lot of problems with. But I want to go into this show as positive as I can. I know that it's going to have its dips and its moments, but I'm so in love with the characters that I just can't bring myself to care. At least not at this point. Maybe that changes down the road, but as it stands now, I want to see where it goes. I want to see these people. I love these fucking characters. Ichigo is the muffiniest of muffins. Who's ever muffin, don't tell Yuzuki. She'll be sad. Or Tiat. Or Katoli. Fucking Hina now. Oh my god. It's, Amelia, Rem, I can't handle this. Felt. Okay, it's a line of best girls. It's real bad. But point is, I love Ichigo and Zero Two, and Hiro's great, and fucking Goro is the best of the boys. Fucking Mitsuru is someone I'm growing to care about. Kokoro is a goddamn angel. Who's got her issues, but she's a fucking angel nonetheless. It's just, I'm going into this, and I'm continuing to love it more and more and more. And I know it's gonna have dips, but I think that's kind of part of the ride, and I want to go into it experiencing it as best I can. I want to go through the high moments, which, as far as I have been told, quite a bit of what's coming up is all fucking phenomenal, and I'm incredibly excited to see that. I've had multiple people from the comment section be like, fucking episode 13 is like one of the best, so I'm like, I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for everything. I'm just excited for the show. I love it, and I want to get a chance to continue loving it, and I hope you guys enjoy coming along with me to do just that. I'm curious to see if there's much of a drop-off since the show has ended, or if there's perhaps an increase, or what happens. But, you know, I think it's going to be an interesting thing. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has sticking around after my dips and dodges in content and stuff, and just people who are going to stick around with me through the show. You guys are awesome. Yeah, so we're going to get started here, so we don't have too terribly long of an intro. Too goddamn late. It's like 8 minutes. Point is, yeah, we're going to get started here with episode 12, The Garden Where It All Began. In 3, 2, 1, my hand is bleeding. What goeth on here? Oh my god, we're back in Antarctica. Dear Lord. Yuzuki, we're on our way. I was not expecting such a dramatic change in scenery, too. What's up, Zero Two? Because right, the garden was the place where where the orphanage was, right? Am I picking that up? Am I remembering correctly? Again, I would like to apologize. It has been a minute since I've watched anything. The past, like, again, 2 weeks have been nothing for me, so I do want to apologize if I'm not on a roll or anything like that, and I'm missing stuff. Always appreciate corrections and shit like that. 'Tis good to be back. Also, you know, the snowy, and yeah, no, because there's the snowy environment here when it was showing them all as kids, and they also had the snowy environment when in the, like, first episode or whatever, it had 02. How did I fuck that up? 02 or whatever, standing in the one place in front of the trees where there was, like, the giant wall of fucking Klaxosaurs or whatever in the very, very beginning. Also, there's one little thing that I accidentally spoiled myself on, and this episode specifically, it's barely anything, but I was trying to get the goddamn subtitles to work, and I know the blonde Nines guy is in this episode. I know that much. I don't know why. I had a ton of fucking trouble getting the subtitles for the first episode of Hinamatsuri, too. I was just, like, jumping all over. What the fuck is going on in the show? Trying to find the subtitles. It's ridiculous. Yeah, okay. It looks dope. It's fucking... I was gonna make a reference, and I realized no one's gonna give a shit about that reference. Huh. Okay. Did I... Right? God damn. Is she biting her finger, too? Yeah, no, this fucking guy. What a coinky-dink. What's up, you rainbow-haired looking goofballs? Something tells me y'all don't get along. Well... Is he, though? He's got a little too much pompous on him for that. No, not no. Wait. This is the Grand Crevasse. That's the only other location I'm aware of. Maybe. Yeah, it was this screenshot that I ended up running into. Screenshot. I was trying to get fucking subtitles. It's not how screenshots work. That is an interesting bit of terminology. Fucking A. Thank you, Ichigo. Tell this man. I mention I love her. I just might. Have. Do. Fuck. I don't... Words. Can you not? My man. You animal. damn. My fucking girl. You tell him. He's not even really being that much of an asshole, but I don't like the look of him. Royce and Abigail. That was one of those things that, going back through watching analysis videos and stuff, that book, the title of that book came up before or whatever. Girl, you are obviously in a... her... Girl, you are in a real bad way. And if you maybe explain to some people, we can maybe make it less of a bad way. God damn. Yeah, girl, you... I am not a fan of these events. It's doing bad things to my heart, and I don't approve. I like your guys' jackets. They look good. Oh. I mean, at least you're not being quite as sad as you were at the end of the last time. Oh my god. This is a children's. And this is a little chipmunky looking dude. Oh my god, baby. Futoshi is a muffin. I could... Yeah, no, that's another thing. The tree in the beginning was 02. Mistletoe tree. Tree with mistletoe. Mistletoe doesn't have trees. You get the point. Oh. That looks unsettling. Is that shit new? Looks like they got that same glazed over looking eye shit that Hero had from the last episode. You know, I'm willing to bet. Yeah, she is just... She ain't around anymore. Whether she actually, like, died in that first episode or if she somehow... Again, I can't fathom how she could have actually survived that. But... There's good questions. Nana, can we not? Can we just be chill? We let them be. My boy. I would imagine so. You and me both. God damn. I really don't like your face. It just bothers me. It's that shit. You can't do that. You just take away my information like that shit. How fucking annoying is that shit? God damn. What is this crazy bullshit? You guys answers my question. I was immediately about to ask that. What are you up to? Tell me shit. Oh. You gotta let my man in. And if you could do the same for me, that'd be great, because I'd love to know what the fuck is going on. All I know is it makes me feel bad things, and I don't like it. Damn. Did not give a tiny bit of a shit about that guy. You know, it definitely sounds like the thing before with, like, killing Klaxosaur's somehow, like, does it revert her change thing, or what? I'm not following. Are her claws growing out, and that's why she's constantly biting them? You need to fucking explain. So that someone can maybe help you. Apologize for not saying anything, everybody. I just... Sorification. Yeah, that's definitely what's going on. Chico, I want you to help her, but I also don't want you to, like, get yourself hurt, because she'll probably fuck you up. And because... Huh. So I was getting the idea that, well, if it's... Because he's not getting drained like everyone else, then therefore she's not getting what she needs to... This is way too positive a song for that. Oh, God. What the fuck am I supposed to say after all that? I don't... That's the problem, is I've mentioned I love this show so much. I'm into it too much. I don't know. It's fucking with me emotionally, and I don't know what to say about it. I don't know where I go from there. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Okay. So we have 02 continuing to spiral out more and more and more and more and more into away from being human. We have... It's not good. The whole thing's not good. And again, the thing that bothers me the most about it is because the entire episode, you see her just obviously really having a problem with not being able to be considered human. It's something you've seen throughout the entirety of the show that we've seen so far, is her discussion of, you know, how she hates people seeing her as the monster or whatever, seeing her for her horns and whatnot, rather than, you know, the human she very clearly wants to be. So it's especially rough when Ichigo goes to confront her and she starts breaking shit, and the first thing she sees is her eyes, and she immediately turns to fear, because of course you would. You'd be fucking horrified. But the problem is when you're in that situation, that's actively negatively affecting that situation and just making it worse. Because every time 02's freaking out and taking things poorly, it makes her appear more monstrous than even she is just purely physically. The more she continues to fucking lose it, the more people get afraid of her, the more people see her as that monster that she actively wants to fight against. And that's incredibly fucking hard to watch. Because it's a lose-lose scenario. You can't... And that's why, for me, I'm just sitting there the whole time going, like, you gotta fucking tell someone so that people can be on the same page, or otherwise it's always gonna have that disconnect. And even if you do tell them, there's no guarantee that that's gonna fix the situation. No matter how much Hiro seems to be jumping in to try and cover for her and protect her and going as far as to explaining how he feels about her, and she just doesn't give a fuck. She's just so fucking done with it that she just couldn't fucking care less, and is just... I get to the point where now she's... Again, at the end of the episode, it looked like she's officially taken that step towards Hiro that she's taken. Assumedly, that's very much what Mitsuru was describing when he rode with her. Was her just fucking mentally and physically tearing him the fuck apart in pursuit of, you know, that. So it's just, it's fucking rough. Yeah, this... And again, I know to a certain extent there's going to be people who care, and there's going to be people who don't care about how I'm handling the reactions. And there's very different... It very much does depend on the show and the scenario that I'm in, because like I watched again, I mentioned I watched Hina just before this, and it's a very different tone, one that lends more to me being more talkative. And it was like when it comes to Citrus, I'll just run my fucking mouth the entire goddamn time, and when it comes to a show like A Place Further, I'll run my mouth at least until it hits those points where I just proceed to weep like a baby boy. Like this show is one of those ones that where the drop off in the change in tone is as heavy as it is because I'm so emotionally invested in the story. Like, ReZero is another one of the shows that has a very, very emotional set of shit going on, and same thing with Suka Suka. And to those, Suka Suka generally tends to fit more into, it's kind of that perfect mix of being able to just be a talkative, fun guy when, you know, all the fucking muffins are about being amazing, and then there's the other half of that show, which is just fucking soul-crushing. And then there's ReZero, which is a whole other fucking bag of horror, literally, because of its, you know, the use of gore and shit, which fucks me up, which is that weird combination of not talking and talking at the same time, or just like you know, it's interesting comparing those different, how I have to approach these different things. And again, just because I'm as invested as I am in it, I sometimes just get completely fucking quiet and I can't say anything because I'm just like, I'm trying to process everything that I can get, and I don't know what to say. I don't know really how I'm supposed to, you know, react to her being her and being progressively the less positive version of her as we go along, other than just going yeah, so I hope that it's not taken away from anyone. They're not like, oh, you didn't react at all, and just, or something like that. Again, that's the positive thing about the face cam, because without it, it literally would be nothing. It would literally just be nothing. But I mean, I don't know. It's again, it's that weird thing. Like, I don't hate that it is this way. It's just I feel bad that it is this way sometimes, just because I want people to be on board with where I'm at. But yeah, this was a incredibly good episode. I really, really liked it. It is fucking emotionally draining, because goddamn 02. But it was extremely good, and I really, really enjoyed it, even if it fucking hurt like a motherfucker. Yeah. I'm very interested to see where all this goes. I've mentioned before, and I think I'll go so as far as to say it now, I cut it out of the last video that I did. I mentioned in the last video that I had seen, again, just you come across stuff and you see stuff, whether you want to or not. And I mentioned screenshots here and there. I've mentioned it tons of times. There's tons of shit in regards to Kokoro down the line that just, well, I can't fucking pretend like I don't know anything. Again, don't know fully the context, but I have what I have. But the screenshot that I talked about and then ended up cutting out of last episode, which I feel I'm okay to mention now because for the way this episode ended off, was, if I'm not mistaken, again, it was quite a while since I've seen it, but if I'm not mistaken, it was Hero and Little 02 all heard out, all fucking them, and I think it was them reading a book, which, considering her obsession with picture books that we got to see a little bit of when he got the when Hero got the like illustrated guide to birds or whatever, and when her in the fucking library is just fucking freaking out trying to find books like that. And considering her mentioning of her darling from back then, I felt like it was probably okay to mention now. I didn't feel good mentioning it in the previous episode, but I feel like it's fair enough now, especially since I've seen the thumbnail for the next episode that was on Crunchyroll, and I'm pretty sure it's basically that. So it's I don't know, it's a thing. I want to make sure. Again, I hope it doesn't ever bother someone that I'm Motherfucker, I just realized. I don't know when that happened. I'm so fucking sorry, guys. I just realized the fucking camera shut off. I don't know when that happened, but the fucking thing isn't on. Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry, I got a second battery. And I got a second battery so I can record more videos at a time. And it looks like this one decided to fucking be a douche. So I'm gonna... Fuck me. That's really annoying. Give me a minute, would you? I am so fucking pissed. 14 fucking minutes in? Are you shitting me? I've never wanted to throw something so fucking far across the room. I can't even begin to fucking... I'm sorry. I am so fucking sorry. You motherfucker. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that... Remember all that shit I just said about the video? I haven't face cam, yay, fucking A. Here, you want to know? Just because I want to make sure you guys understand exactly what my fucking face was the entire goddamn video. And I'm sorry that I'm really fucking upset right now. It's just I just spent the entire past time here explaining about how important this now that we have face cam is. And then on my fucking favorite show, on one episode which was almost exclusively just my fucking face going like this the whole fucking time. And it shut off like, what, 4 minutes into the fucking video? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very upset right now. That's just incredibly infuriating. I cannot fucking believe that happened. I'm so mad. I didn't notice that at all. I'm sorry. I have nothing more to say other than I think I'm done talking about this video. Fuck me. If you guys managed to tolerate that video, thank you. I love you. You guys are awesome. Show it some love if you guys can. If you guys have anything to say about the video, by all means, comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking about me, about the video, about the episode, about anything. I'm so fucking sorry that happened. I just saw that a second ago and thought, oh, well, it must have shut off just before, like, just a couple seconds ago, or just about maybe a minute ago tops. No, it shut off immediately. I am so unbelievably upset. It's not even fucking funny. Yeah. If you guys care to see more when my shit actually works, then by all means, never be afraid to show it some love. Subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. I fucking loved this episode. It made me feel everything. And again, the biggest fucking thing about it is I just talked about how important it was that I had face cam because it was an episode where I barely talked. It was an episode where I sat here like this the whole fucking time, just freaking the fuck out, not knowing what to say. And yeah, and the camera shut off 4 minutes into the fucking video. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I am so mad that happened. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in episode 13, where I will make sure for a fact that shit doesn't happen again, because if it does, I'm gonna be fucking furious. Yeah. Discord is still in the description. I would love to see you guys come there and check it out. It's been an incredibly fun experience, and it continues to be more and more rewarding each and every time I fucking do it. It's exactly where I'm going in about 4 seconds to freak the fuck out about this episode. So, yeah. I'm so fucking sorry, guys. That's so stupid. That is so unbelievably stupid. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in episode 13. I can't fucking believe that.